Hello and welcome. My name is Bubba Fabes and welcome here to my channel. Today I am doing my Q&A with Bubba Fabes. This is in response to hitting my 1,000 subscribe milestone. A couple of you guys have sent in some questions, wanted to know a little bit more about me and my life. So I'm more than happy to answer some of these questions and give you guys a little story time with Bubba on how I got into YouTube, how it started, and what I was doing before. So getting right into it, our first question comes in from I'm Hexic, and it is, what was the first game you have ever played and what system was it on, PC or console? Now, this goes back to the mid-1990s when I was growing up. My dad owned the Super Nintendo, and even when I was a wee little lad with the soother in my mouth, I have a couple pictures of me just plopped on the floor beside my dad who was playing, and he would just give me a controller to keep me happy, to keep me interested. Controller's upside down, not even plugged in, but I didn't care. But the first legitimate game I played, obviously I don't actually remember, but it was definitely, most likely, Super Mario World. An awesome classic game. The second question comes from Legendary Grinders is, when did you get your PC? Now, to be honest, I can't really give you a date because I custom built my own PC when I was in grade 11, and then from then on, it's been the same computer case, which is too bad because it makes my PC look like garbage, even though it's quite good. But I've basically just been replacing parts as the need has come up, so I've just been a roll through PC since grade 11. Now, since I'm kind of talking about my grades, I'll start with this next question from Dubs HD is, how old are you, followed by what country do you live in? Well, my age right now is I am 24 years old, born in 1992. As for where I was born, I am born and raised in Canada, eh? The next question comes from Thomas Mount, and it is, what is your favorite color? Now, I like this question because my favorite color is red, but the irony in that is I'm actually colorblind. Now, most people think that I don't see any colors at all, but that is not true. There's a few different types of color blindness, and mine is red-green colorblind, which means that a lot of reds and greens look like brown to me. So you can imagine that the fall isn't quite as appealing to me as most would seem, as well as Christmas trees. Nothing like an ugly brown tree that looks dead in the middle of your living room. Merry Christmas. But extreme reds and extreme greens, I can tell the difference of. It's when they start getting closer to each other, when they start getting greenish red or reddish green, then that's when everything starts looking brown to me. The next question coming from Gregory is, do you like other games apart from Rainbow Six Siege? The answer is yes. I love video games. Doesn't even matter if it's PC or platform. I love Pokemon Go. I love platform and indie games. You name it, I'll play it, I'll enjoy it. I am a gamer at heart. So yes, I love all sorts of games. And speaking of Rainbow Six Siege, the question from Last a Dying Breed asks, do you compete professionally? Up until recently, it was no, but just the other week I joined the Cunning Stunts ESL team to play in a match on Sunday, and we made it to the quarterfinals where we lost against Team Lunatic. Now, they are a Rainbow Six Siege Pro League team, so we didn't expect much, but we had a lot of fun, we learned a lot, and we made it pretty far. So I might be competing more because I really enjoyed the experience. Saving the best question for last from Sergio is, out of all the things you could have been, why be a YouTuber? Now this, my friends, is the golden question, is why? Now, originally I did not want to become a YouTuber. I wanted to become a chef, and that is what I did. I went to culinary school, Humber College for a couple years. I went to Europe for a while, worked in the kitchens there, came back here to Canada, got myself married to a fantastic wife, and was enjoying what I was doing. What happened was one day I got super sick. I collapsed in the washroom. I felt awful. They took me to the hospital. They didn't know what was wrong, and I just got worse. I started not being able to walk. I had no balance. I walked like I was super drunk. My speech was gone. I started stuttering. I couldn't remember words. I had chronic fatigue. I was exhausted all of the time, and I was dizzy, as well as other minor things like tremors and a couple others. But basically, I was out of commission. I couldn't work. All I could do was sit on the couch all day, and I'm a workaholic. I love to work. I know it's bad, but I put a lot of my self-worth in what I work, and that's a bad habit. But it was a struggle that I had, so not being able to work made me feel useless. I felt awful. It made me super depressed. Now, eventually, we did figure out what was wrong. It took months and months later, and it took so many different doctors to figure it out, but we came with Lyme's disease. Now, Lyme's disease is a disease you get from tick bites, which you find out in the wild. This is a huge problem forming in the Niagara region and here in Canada, as well as throughout New York in the States. So if you're in that area, be mindful of tick bites. Always check yourself after a long hike. This is a warning because I do not want you guys to go through what I am going through. Now, a lot of my progress I've gotten from my physiotherapist that specializes in neurological patients and from brain damage patients. Now, she has been able to reteach me to do the basics, reteach me how to walk again, reteach me balance, reteach me basically movement all over from scratch, and it has been fantastic. I've seen so much improvement. It's been night and day from now compared to a year ago. Without her, I would honestly be stuck in a wheelchair, barely able to move. So I'm super thankful for that. So basically, as I started getting better, I started needing something to do. I needed projects. I needed something to keep my mind busy because I still wasn't working. So I turned to YouTube, and it was a fantastic opportunity because I could create my own hours. I knew a lot about video games, and Rainbow Six Siege was just coming out, and it was just a perfect timing to start a new YouTube channel along with a brand new game. Now, as you can see at the beginning of my YouTube channel, the videos, there's quite a few weeks apart from them because I was still struggling a lot with my energy, and I still had a lot of bad days. And on bad days, when you can't really talk that well, it's really hard to do YouTube, and it's really hard to do commentary. So you can see why eventually my videos got a little bit closer together. I was able to get a little bit more energy. I had a little bit extra time that I could put into my videos, and I could release them even more frequently. Still to this day, I do struggle a lot with Lyme's disease. I still have my good weeks and my bad weeks, but it's possible that I will be struggling with this for the rest of my life. We have made a lot of improvements, and we're still hoping to continue on that, but we're not sure if I will be 100% back to what I was before. I'd just like to take the time to thank each and every one of you, the people that have been here since day one, to even the people that have only been here for a few days. I cannot do this without you guys, and the support is unreal. I'm so thankful for you guys. Such a positive community. You guys are fantastic in the comments that you bring. You guys are into this channel. The people that are giving suggestions for the improvements on this channel, I appreciate that. The constructive criticism, I'm thankful for that because we're able to push this channel into what it is today and to bring in the possibilities of what this channel can be in the future. So thank you, and I hope you guys enjoyed the sneak peek into my life, into who Bubba Fabes really is. So thank you again so much, and until next time, I will see you later.